The readers and followers of ESC United have voted for their favorite Eurovision songs of the week. I'm about to present you the results. Which were your favorite and least favorite songs of the Eurovision 2021 season? I'll bring it to you. And if you want to vote next week, make sure to listen to the very end, as I will tell you exactly how it works and also share the full scoreboard. So let's take a look at where the songs of this season end up in your personal ranking. Are you ready? Let's go. Let's talk Eurovision. In 39th place, North Macedonia. Unfortunately, once again, Vasil in last place for a third week in a row. There was actually a good amount of support, but it just wasn't enough. More support than last week, but last place it is once again. In 38th place, Albania. That, to me, is a big surprise. Albania drops 8 positions into second last place. Biggest loser of the week in terms of ranking with the 8 positions down. It just was forgotten, I guess. In 37th place, Austria.
But amen, amen.
Now, Austria has just been in the bottom 5 for quite some time, now dropping from 36th to 37th. Not much to say here. Maybe next week some supporters of Vincent will give it a boost, but we shall see. Then in 36th place, Georgia.
Ocean, I wanna hear you.
And yeah, nothing to brag about, maybe technically 36th place, but considering it is actually improvement from last week's 2 positions up, I think Tornike, should be at least somewhat happy. Then in 35th place, it's Poland.
So baby, hold on for the ride of your life, high above ground.
And Poland not going anywhere. Rafał still in the bottom 5, 35th place last week, same this time around, and I don't know, is it going to change, or is this kind of what's going to happen actually in May as well? 34th place we have for Estonia.
I don't need a crystal ball to show me. Baby, explain that you don't know me.
And this is another disappointing result for Uku, because he's been dropping every single week. Another 2 positions down for the lucky one. Not so lucky, huh? In 33rd place, it's Portugal.
Love is on my side.
And I think they take whatever they can get. The Black Mamba, Love is on my side. 4 positions up from 37th to 33rd. Baby steps. 32nd place, we've got Serbia. And Serbia, to me personally, is surprised that it's not doing better. You would think that Hurricane Sound would be very Eurovision friendly, but at least according to the ESC United readers, this song doesn't work for them, and dropping another 3 positions into 32nd place. And in 31st place, it's Germany.
'Cause I don't feel hate, I just feel sorry.
This week, Germany did not have a good week, to say the least, dropping 5 positions for the first time outside of the top 30 and the lowest ranked direct qualifier. Maybe next week will look better. All right, moving on to the top 30. In 30th place, Slovenia. And Anna's song, for the first time since we have the whole lineup, is in the top 30, moving 1 position up. Congratulations, keep it up. In 29th place, Spain. Blas Cantos sitting kind of there in the lower 20s and dropping 1 position from last week. Not too bad. We'll see. We're going to have a different version at Eurovision, so that could easily have a very different impact. But for now, that's where we're at. Then in 28th place, it's Latvia. Latvia has a dedicated fan base, a good amount of 12-pointers, but it wasn't enough to elevate it up. It just kind of sits where it is in 28th place, one position down from last week. 27th place, Israel. Good week. It was a good week for Israel. The revamp was released a little bit over a week ago, and it had certainly a impact on your votings. Israel climbing 7 positions up into 27th place. Maybe that's just the beginning. More to come. Set me free. In 26th place, it's Moldova.
Alone tonight.
I mean, we all have a bad week, right? And this was Natalia's bad week. 6 positions down for Sugar, now outside of the top 20 in 26th position. In 25th place, it's Denmark. And that was a pleasant surprise if you are a Denmark supporter for Fyr and Flamme. 8 positions up from 33rd to 25th place. Maybe the Danish song is actually a grower. Then in 24th place, it's Russia. Lots of controversy in Russia about the song. Not much controversy going on here. 24th place for Russian Woman, 2 positions down from last week. Then in 23rd place, it is Sweden. And Tusse's Voices, no changes at all. Same as last week, 23rd place. If you want to see Sweden higher up, you need to vote for it. It doesn't happen automatically. 22nd place, that's Croatia.
Tick-Tock, watch the days go. I'm losing track of time, lost in your play zone.
And that is another probably disappointing result for the supporters of Croatia. Worst result to date. First time for Croatia outside of the top 20. 6 positions down. Then in 21st place, Australia. Hovering around the low teens and the high 20s, basically. Australia missing out on the top 20, but not by much. 12 points short of making it into the top 20. Maybe next week. Montaigne fans, unite. We got our top 20 candidates. You ready? Here we go. In 20th place, it's the United Kingdom.
Out of the embers, you and I are gonna light up the room.
This is actually the first time that James Newman's song Ambers makes it into the top 20, 5 positions up from last week. The UK must be stoked, but there is still room for improvement. Then in 19th place, Ireland. Leslie Roy's maps going up and down, a little bit of a roller coaster ride. This week's results are 2 positions up from last week, back in the top 20. But if you want her to stay in that range, you gotta vote. Or maybe even bring it up a little more. 18th place goes to Czech Republic.
Honestly, don't care. I'm happy you're here. I'm trying to make you smile for a while now.
And yes, Benny Cristo sitting pretty in the low teens, 1 positions down from last week, and still plenty of support. And this is always a good situation for Czech Republic, who has had limited success at the contest, but maybe this will continue. Then in 17th place, it is Norway. Tick's Fallen Angel going up 1 position from last week, from 18th to 17th place. Plenty of 12-pointers, so every little vote matters. Remember that. 16th place, Azerbaijan. And Azerbaijan's Matahari. Many fans, very popular, a little bit on the polarizing side, but clearly more supporters than detractors. Even though 2 positions down, this is still a pretty darn good outcome for Azerbaijan. In 15th place, we have Greece.
Let's dance. Oh, let's dance.
Greece, Stefania, Last Dance. Not the greatest week. They were so close last week to making the top 10 in 11th place. Now they're dropping 4 positions into 15th place, but let's just take a breather and get Greece up there. You gotta do it though. I can't do it. Then in 14th place, it is Cyprus.
I'll never give my heart to a Diablo.
Just joining the top 10 last week, now outside of the top 10. Cyprus is having also a little bit of an up and down kind of scenario here. 14th place, 5 positions down. Man, this is just not a clear field here. It's a mess. Then in 13th place, Belgium.
You lying next to me, I don't know where to hide.
And the Belgian song seems to be almost unassuming. A lot of people don't talk about it, but a lot of people seem to like it. 2 positions up from last week, slowly but steadily approaching the top 10. Hooverphonic, you can do it. In 12th place, the Netherlands. And that is another big surprise. 2 weeks ago, the Netherlands was in second to last, then climbed a lot the previous week, and now another 12 positions up for Birth of a New Age. People really starting to appreciate Django's entry. Who would have thought? That's the beauty about it. We're going to do a reset this week and see if this is going to have an even bigger impact. 12th place, congratulations Netherlands. Can you do top 10? In 11th place, it's Bulgaria.
I'm torn by nervous systems aching.
Victorious growing up is getting old. Plenty of love, plenty of support. 1 position up from 12th to 11th place. But there is a big gap between 11th and 10th place, over 100 points to be exact. So, Victoria needs your support if you want to see the song in the top 10. Vote, vote, vote. That means it's time to look at the top 10. Are you ready? Well, let's do this. In 10th place, it's Iceland.
How does it keep getting better? Every day I'll find some.
Iceland is back! Second time that they made the top 10 after dropping out last week. 3 positions up for Dadia and his group, 10 years. And yes, as pointed out, there is a big gap between 11th and 10th place. So, it seems as it can only go up for Iceland unless the support drops off dramatically. Then in 9th place, we have Romania.
Oh, I lost myself trying to have it all. This world feels.
For a while, I was thinking Romania will drop out of the top 10, but as they were dropping in our rankings. But this week looks quite different. 1 position up for Amnesia and Roxanne. 576 points. That is an impressive number. So let's take a look at our top 8. In 8th place, it's Ukraine.
Прийде, прийде весняночко, та й не забарися, а ми вийдем на ялицю.
Not going anywhere. Goas Shum is sitting pretty in 8th place. That is a great result, and the support is massive. As I pointed out in previous videos, you either love it or you just don't get it. But the love is certainly there. So, congratulations, Ukraine. And then in 7th place, Italy. Italy had a great start, jumping into 3rd place a couple of weeks ago, then slowly dropping this week, another position down into 7th place. But it is all fairly close. Every little point matters. I keep saying that. Then in 6th place, France.
Voilà, 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 voilà qui je suis, me voilà.
France slowly working their way up in your ranking. Previously being the number 1, 6th place is still a fantastic result, but I know the fans want more. They want a whole lot more, and it is possible. As pointed out, Barbara improving her result from last week by 1 position. Let's see what will happen next week. In the top 5, in 5th place, we have Finland.
Put your middle fingers up, take a shot, going up and don't stop.
And Finland, still a great result, even though it's one position down from last week, Blind Channel Dark Side. But once again, it was pretty close, and this is still a great result for Finland, one of the best results ever in the ESC United ranking for the country. Then in fourth place, it's Malta.
Je me cache.
And Malta improving their results slowly but steady. Another position up this week with ZMesta, and received a lot of love and support, approaching the top 3, but there's still ways to go. That means our top 3 of the week are, in third place, Lithuania.
Let's discotheque right at my home.
The Roop Discotheque sitting pretty in third place, bronze medal for a second week in a row. The viewer said this is where the song belongs, in third place, and if this were to be the case in May, this would be Lithuania's best result at the contest ever. Then in second place, silver medal is reserved for San Marino.
Will I fight against the lead? Can we light it up with me? So high adrenaline.
Once again, silver medal this week in our ranking for Zenit and Adrenalina, and receiving over 1,000 points. This is crazy. That's so much support. And really, the group, the top, is getting more and more points. It's getting closer and closer. This first place for Zenit is certainly within reach, but she cannot do it without you. So if you think San Marino has the best song of the year or one of the best songs of the year, vote. And that means our number 1 for a third week in a row, Switzerland. John's Tears continues to dominate our ranking. Once again, your favorite song of the week. There is a slight caveat though, and while still having a decent lead, it is shrinking every single week. And we're still, there's still a good amount of points that the rest of the countries have to catch up to. So as pointed out, these are your top 39 of the week. Congratulations to Switzerland and San Marino and Lithuania and all of the other ones that are in the ranking. And now we're going to do a reset. All of your votes will be deleted. So we're starting from scratch. Go to escunited.com. The link is in the description box and vote. All you have to do is register. It's free. Post your votes. You cannot vote for your own country. So no. And post them, and we'll be back next week with the updated ranking. And I will post the scoreboard at the end of this video as well, so you can see the whole point situation. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all next week.